So today I'm gonna be talking about the leak that Avengers Doomsday has 5 acts. So it's big. It makes a lot of sense now why the runtime's 3 hours and 45 minutes. I talked about that in a video before this, and we are gonna skim the surface of what happens in these 5 acts. And please give me a follow for more videos like this. Let's get into it. So most Marvel films are usually 3 hours, the normal introduction, climax, and then conclusion. But this is way bigger, with multiple storylines running through one movie. And in the first act, I believe the movie will start off. Well, this is what it says for Act 1 in the league. Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four make their way to Earth 616, which is the sacred timeline. So that's Act 1. So that's all that happens in Act 1. And I believe my theory, and I'm gonna go through my theory after I talk about the title of every act. My theory is Doctor Doom steals Franklin, because at the post-credit scene of Fantastic Four, he steals Franklin, steals the Excelsior, makes his way to Earth 616. And basically, the Fantastic Four have no way to leave their universe. They just took some of their best technology. They have no anchor beam, which I believe that Franklin Richards is their anchor beam. I don't think they'll really cover anchor beams in Doomsday, because they don't really need to, because they already have so much pull with everything going on. So they'll probably skip all of that. And then Reed Richards puts in his time and energy to locate Franklin, his son, and his son is in 616. So that's where Doom took his son. So they take a trip to the body of water around Atlantis that has been dried up because of an incursion caused by Doom and you know where that body of water is, the Atlantis. So and Wakandans meet up with the Fantastic Four in that trailer, and then you see the Telecans, and it looks like their whole temple, like of their capital city Telecan, is just all dried up. So they're meeting there, and there used to be water there, but the Fantastic Four pleads to the Wakandan and the Telecans for help finding their son, but Doom had already got there by the time the Fantastic Four got to Earth 616. Doom caused an incursion on Earth 616, draining the ocean so he could get Tiamat, the celestial adamantium, to make his Doom bot, which will be made out of celestial cells adamantium. During this, Wakandans come to the Pelican's aid. Okay, so yeah, so he's basically the Celestials harnessing their metal to adamantium. You know, is a sort of magic, and I think that's what you see the symbols and the Avengers sign after every trailer, and I think those symbols are carved into the Celestials. I'm not sure. I've heard people talk about runes and stuff. You need to do more research on that side. But after he does that, and he creates his Doom bot, Doctor Doom makes his way. Doctor Doom takes his way to Wakanda, takes the son of Prince T'Challa, Tucson. Did I say his name? His name is Tucson. And after Doctor Doom has taken Black Panther, Shuri's nephew, she'll be helpless for Doom, and he will offer a place in the New World Order battle world, and the continent of Telecans will team up with Doctor Doom, which will lead to the meeting with the Fantastic Four, where the Fantastic Four are betrayed. Well, not betrayed, but like, you know, they thought they were coming for help, and then they just get done dirty. Okay, so the ending of Act 1 is after Doctor Doom does all of this, he makes his way off Earth. Oh no, I don't know where Thor will be, but he'll be with Love. He makes his way to Thor, and he kidnaps Love, and Thor loses this battle to Doom and gets his daughter taken, and he might even lose his arm in the process, or his hand. In the trailer, you can't really see his left arm when he's holding. But Thor prays to Odin after losing his left hand to Doom, and Odin grants the Odin Force to Thor. So all of this, just a lot happens in Act 1. It's a lot to take in. This is really good writing. I feel like this is what happens in Act 1. This would make a good start to the movie. Would kind of get people in that in the movie theater to just sit around and watch Black Panther, because I don't think a lot of people had liked Black Panther 2 a lot with Shuri. But if you can kind of develop those characters around that Black Panther, and then when the third movie comes, I don't know if they'll have another Black Panther variant, Damien Idris. I'm not sure if I said his name right, but he played in Snowfall. There, he's rumored to be the next Black Panther. So, yeah, I feel like Fantastic Four Telecans, big involvement next Black Panther. Whole whole thing with the new variant, maybe even Shuri. That would be a big movie, and getting them to see Doctor Doom in this Act One and all of this stuff will make everybody go see Black Panther 3. So yeah, did I just say Panther? Like, come on, what am I doing? So let's get into Act Two. So Act Two is the Avengers and the Fantastic Four are fighting versus the X-Men, and I'm gonna go through this. Act Two is gonna be kind of, I feel like, dragged on a little bit. They wanna like kind of show that more the X-Men universe. I wouldn't say really dragged on, but not a lot of fighting scene until the very end. They're gonna because they need to establish for the X-Men saga for the next one, and so they're gonna start going and showing all the other characters and everything that's going on before all the action happens with Doom. And yeah, they want to do that just to set up, like I said, for the X-Men saga. I've never really been. I didn't really get into Marvel when the X-Men originally came out. I've watched all of the X-Men. I really enjoyed First Class. I really enjoyed Apocalypse, and then I enjoyed it's the one where they go back in time, and it's the whole thing that people are saying might cause the incursion. What is this thing called? Let me see. X-Men. I literally just watched it. It's like, no, I don't have to look it up. X-Men Future Days and Past. Let me say it right. Future. Yeah. X-Men Days of Future Past. Okay, yeah. I was around there. I feel like they could have worded that title better. But yeah. Okay. So, Act 2. Sorry about that. But Dr. Doom will arrive in the X-Men universe, and he will get the X-Men to side with him. For the mutant race, and the real theme here is the Wakandans, the Telecans, and the X-Men are all teaming up because they got to worry about their kingdoms. And then there's all those groups and stuff that are looking out for like everybody else. They have the moral, but the kingdoms are like, oh, we gotta care about our people. F everybody else. So all the races of all the kingdoms are siding with Doom. They want to place the battle world, but they will get attacked in 616, fighting the Avengers, the New Avengers, and the Fantastic Four. And the first people, the X-Men will interact with is the Wakandans and the Telecans. I wrote this, but I'm not sure how true this is. But I know they're siding with Doctor Doom, so I think they have to make their way into Act 2 and have a good part of it. I said like the introduction and all that. So I really think what happens in this Act 2 is Doctor Doom's using the Wakandans and the Telecans, and they make their way over. And he makes these alliance with the Telecans, the Wakandans. They're right by his side, and then they're giving the X-Men to help them. So he's bringing all these people with him, and Telecan and Namor aligned with the X-Men because he's supposed to be mutant, half mutant, and what's gonna happen is Doom will betray the X-Men and steal Cyclops' child and kill multiple OG X-Men, making the Wakandans question his morality. Then the X-Men Fox universe will collapse in catastrophe where everybody will make their way out of the universe into 616. Yeah, so I feel like this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen, and the Telecans and Wakandans are gonna be like, yo, Doom just did something really messed up and got multiple people he said had his back killed, and for the greater good, and he's saying. But yeah, so at this point they're just like, okay, well, they start to make their way away from Doom. So they start to side with the other groups of heroes, but they started off as villains. So yeah. All right. So Act 3 is the TVA battle. I'm gonna start to go quickly through this, but yeah, that's what's happening. Feel like it's a little bit after Act 2, everything gets a little bit more hypothetical. Thor and Loki reunite in Act 3. They will recruit a multiversal Avenger group. That's been a rumor. Everybody's not sure. Thor will make his way to 616 with the Guardians of the Galaxy the rest of the new Avengers, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men, and the Wakandans, and the Talikans. So all those people grouped up after what happened in Act Two, which was terrible. But I don't think the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they'll be a part of this, but I think they'll give Star-Lord, 10 or 15 minutes of runtime, updating, his status and what's going on. And the Guardians of the Galaxy will be their own group. So yeah, or he's just part, or he's with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he kind of gets his own update. But I feel like in the future of Marvel, they want to have a solo Star-Lord movie. So yeah, but at this point in the movie, Doctor Doom will have the Maestro Hulk, the leader. And the leader's kind of, I feel like, is gonna die. He's gonna die somewhere in the movie. And then Captain Hydra. You will have allied with Earth 616, Doctor Strange, and they'll have a lot of scenes in the TVA before this even happens. And he'll have an alternate female version and a male Doom variant. So female and male Doom variants, along with Doombots and Sentinels. And you also have his wife Wanda Maximoff. So I feel like him and Wanda are gonna have a romantic connection after everything that's happened. And they're just gonna click, and he's gonna tell her everything, so there's for some reason, I don't know. I'm not like oh I need this one to Maximoff from Doom. I just feel like Doom likes to take wives, so like who's gonna be Doom's wife? I don't really know. I look around at all the women in Marvel, and then I'm like, okay, well, Wanda Maximoff is probably the most powerful. I don't see a Captain Marvel like anybody like that, appealing to Doom, because Doom's lost a lot, and Wanda Maximoff has lost a lot, so they're connected through pain and loss and anger. And Doctor Doom will take a trip to Steve Rogers' timeline. This is where Steve Rogers plays in. He will steal his son with that power that he has. He will corrupt Steve Rogers into Captain Hydra by using Franklin Richards' reality warp, because Franklin Richards can warp reality. So yeah, that's what he needs Franklin Richards for. He's gonna use him for other things. He's gonna probably use him multiple times throughout the movie. But yeah, so he changes reality, and our Steve Rogers is gone. We have Captain Hydra, and he's been corrupted. And that's probably why Chris Evans came back, because he read this role and he's like, yo, this seems fun. But Doctor Doom will head to the TVA to attack Loki, and have all of the knowledge over the multiverse, and take control of the TVA and secure his throne during this big fight scene. Thor will throw Stormbreaker, and Loki will hit Doctor Doom with a massive blow. After I gotta reprocess this. Yeah, so Thor will throw Stormbreaker, Loki will catch it, hit Doctor Doom with a massive blow, causing all of the villains to see Loki is the true hero. So everybody's gonna be going against Loki, and they're gonna distrust him. But at this point in the movie, people don't really trust Doom either. So everybody's all mixed up, and they don't know what to do. And there's a big theme of morality and confusion, and they don't know what sides to take. So I could see the Wakandan and the Talikans, or X-Men splitting up, mutants splitting up onto each side. But it's too late. Doctor Doom kills Thor in multiple Avengers, which will probably just be like the Thunderbolts instead, not Sentry. But then he kidnaps the Sentry, his final target. So I think he'll kill a couple Thunderbolts, like people they don't need. I think Bucky will die, unfortunately. I don't really want to see Bucky die, but I feel like it's gonna happen in this movie. Red Guardian. I think Yelena will survive. So I don't know about the other ones, but yeah. So the auto villain. This is a big Act 4, Avengers versus Doombot and Sentinels. And I really think what happens is nobody really trusts Doom at this point. And all of those people that were splitting up, they join everybody against Doom. Everybody. There might be a few left, but I think his variants will stay with him. But he has a Sentry, Sentry has power over reality too. Franklin Richards, he has a TVA, he has all the knowledge. He needs the TVA. So all he has is the Doom variant and the Doombot left on the side, and all the kits he's stolen in Sentry. And Shang-Chi will probably fit in this somewhere. I don't know how. I've been really thinking about Shang-Chi. But yeah, he'll have 10 rings. But Doom is too powerful He killed everyone with this various blue bug. All is left, and he sits on his throne of the multiverse, throws everything into one. And the Beyonder, Henry Cavill. I feel like this has to be like something that goes even bigger, that leads in the Secret War. Like a crazy battle at the end. Even though there's already been a lot of crazy, I feel like this is gonna happen. The Beyonder comes in after he's killed all of the Avengers. And let me just say this: I feel like Act 4 and Act 5 are really together. Can't really think of what would happen in Act 5, so I meshed Act 4 and Act 5 together. Just so much story and so much character. It's just like, okay, what the heck? But he throws everyone in the Beyonder. Henry Cavill. This is a rumor. Everybody loves this. And this is gonna get DC fans. They just run away from DC and come right to Marvel. Henry Cavill's Beyonder comes into play, and he comes to reality and says, "Who will defy me?" Uh, and and uh, and then he says other things or whatever. And there's a space battle, destroys multiple worlds, knocking each other back and forth. Two of the most powerful beings. Till Doctor Doom, after everything, the 10-15 minute battle, Doctor Doom snaps the Beyonder's neck. Then he creates Battle World. It flashes to a scene with grown up Franklin and Richard, grown up, two sons and T'Challa, the Sentry behind him, along with Doctor Strange as his sheriff. Steve Rogers' son grown up, Love grown up, and who else? And also somewhere in there will be the Beyonder in prison, and he'll feed off of the Beyonder power. So yeah, this is a huge hypothetical. Huge hypothetical, a lot going on in here. This is really what I made up. I think this would be a good script for the movie. A lot going on, all over the place. A lot of action. You get time to build on every group and catch up. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm so excited for Avengers Doomsday. This is all 5 acts, and I'm gonna repeat them again. Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom and Robin, Earth 616. Act 2, Avengers and Fantastic Four vs. In Act 3, the TVA battle. So it went out again. Hopefully, do you guys think that a show introducing Bucky as Captain America for the next saga, replacing Sam Wilson, do a show and then replace him as Captain America, and then we get Bucky, which would be the perfect one. So let me know in the comment. I had a lot of stuff in the end. This thing keep cutting. I'm sorry, my bad about that.
Like and subscribe.